Tammi Mac Show. Tiana Major9 in the studio with us.
Yes.
Your first American interview?
Yes. Well,
nice.
Radio interview.
Radio. Yeah. Say hi to Mom then.
Hey, Mom. What are you saying? She's gassed now. And
what's
screaming.
up, Mama? What's different about America than...
A lot of things. Well...
Okay,
first,
so let's do this.
Okay.
What's better? And then let's do what's worse.
What's better? There's a lot more black people here. In the UK, well, there's black people there, but it's a very small community. Here, it's just like you can't go. You can go like...
Can't go anywhere without seeing these black people.
Yeah, and there's a lot more black television, a lot more black radio stations, and all stations that play black music, and yeah.
Okay, so that's better. So what's worse?
What's worse? The food's huge, man. The food. I waste a lot of food here because it's just like I can't eat everything.
You don't like it, or is it the taste, or what?
I feel like it's a mixture of things. The taste is not as good. Certain places not as good. It's a bit too salty.
That's what I was about to say. Is it like too salty here?
Yeah, it's a lot of seasoning. A lot of seasoning. Not to say I don't season my food, because remember I'm Jamaican. Over seasoning, and the portion sizes can be very big, but I like the fact that there's a lot more like vegan places here.
In LA? Yeah,
in LA.
I'm from Houston. If you go to Houston,
no, it's not.
Good luck.
Okay.
They put cow in vegan food. Like, we can't waste a perfectly good cow. Let's eat it. So the food is better. What food do you like? Like, what do you eat when you go home?
I have a lot of Caribbean food every day, almost every day, yeah. I'm eating Caribbean food.
And so since you don't fancy this food as much, what do you eat here?
I eat a lot of like veggie grill. I eat a lot of Mexican food as well. I love El Cholo.
I don't even know where that is. What is it?
It's just a Mexican restaurant.
Here in LA?
Yeah. That was one of the first restaurants I went to.
Oh, Chachos?
El Cholo.
El Cholo.
Yeah.
El Cholo. Oh, El Cholo. Oh, okay.
I eat a lot of Mexican food out here, which is good. I love Mexican food. We don't have a lot of that in the UK as well, so I'm glad.
Any Mexicans in the UK?
I think there are a few, but it's not a huge community. Mm-hmm. Our Mexican restaurants are very commercial, so it's not actually...
It's not authentic, right? It's not authentic food.
Yeah.
You started your music career kind of being fascinated by jazz?
Yeah, jazz music.
Which is interesting to me because I don't see many millennials like into jazz music, which for me is kind of like the soul of music and the heartbeat of where music comes from because of the instrumentations that jazz has that hip hop doesn't have, and really not even R&B. So how did you get hooked up loving jazz music?
My mum used to play 2 radio stations just throughout the house. She used to play Premier Gospel and Jazz FM in the UK. So it was always on in my house. So yeah, kind of just
kind of gravitated to it.
Literally, yeah. And it was very calming and soothing when I was doing my homework. So yeah, I would always play it.
And church, you get a lot of your inspiration from gospel music, church music, gospel music. What are gospel like? Is there a difference between gospel music in your country and gospel music here, or is it the same gospel music? I've always wondered that.
No, it's the same.
It's the same. So you're like down with Shirley Caesar and them.
Yeah.
Shirley Caesar and them.
Not me personally, but yeah, my mum. But Yolanda Adams, like Donnie McClurkin and Kirk and Fred Hammond, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're feeling that. Okay, so there are 2 things that happened at the Soul Train Awards that I want to talk to you about. And I think I talked to Stokely about this, right? So Summer Walker, are you a fan of Summer Walker?
Yeah, I like Summer Walker.
So Summer Walker walked on stage, kind of got her award and just kind of walked off.
Yeah.
Pretty unfazed by it.
Yeah.
But then Ari Lennox, on the other hand, felt like, what? I didn't win a Soul Train Award? This is BS.
Okay.
So where do you stand in the middle of that? If you were nominated, like, are awards, does that faze you moving into your career like you are, or how do you feel?
I think, have I ever been nominated for an award? I think I've been nominated for a small award, but I don't really know how that feels. I don't really know how it feels to be nominated and
I'm saying, but like, is that something that you care about? Is that something that you aspire to do?
Yeah, I care about winning awards, but it's not something that I would like. If I don't win, I'm not gonna be up.
You're not gonna be upset about it. You're not gonna be tweeting or Instagramming. This is some BS.
It depends. It depends on the award, really. It really does depend on the award and how I feel that day in the category. And it just depends.
Are you feeling the Grammy nominees, Lizzo?
Yeah, I like Lizzo.
You feel like she deserves 8?
I haven't seen the whole list, so I don't really know everything, but I like her. I think.
What about Lil Nas X?
I like.
Feel
him
like
too.
he deserved. I think he got 6.
Yeah, I mean, everything happens for a reason. So definitely, if he's got it, he deserves it.
What about her?
Yeah, I love her. I really love her. Yeah, she deserves it too.
Yeah. Do you think anyone? Well, you said you haven't seen the list, but who are your favorites?
Well, I've seen a few. There's a lot of UK talent that's nominated. So P2J, who works on the Lion King album. My friend Alistair, who's also on the Lion King album. My friend Jay Warner, who's on Ella May's album. So there's a lot of UK creators that are nominated. So yeah, those are my faves.
So there was this big time record executive that did an article, and in the article he talks about new artists such as yourself. He talks about new artists and how the record labels are not developing new artists, and that's why new artists are having these mental breakdowns, much like Summer Walker had, a mental breakdown, and talks a lot about mental health and stability.
Yeah.
And he talked about how there's no artist development, and that's why the up and coming artists are kind of faltering when it comes to being able to talk in interviews or when it comes to being able to handle themselves publicly via social media. How do you fall into that place? Like, are you mentally stable, or can you handle this because you're blowing up? How do you? I don't
think anyone's mentally stable. I'm definitely not mentally stable. But I'm fortunate that my label have provided me with like media training and just to prepare me for interviews and speaking to people, because it is very scary. As much as I've done loads of interviews, but I still get a bit anxious and stuff. But I have good people around me that can always help me and give me tips and stuff. So.
What makes you anxious about talking to people about you?
I don't know. I just don't want to sound silly, but yeah, I guess it comes with practice. The more I practice, the better I get at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, Tiana Major9, thank you so much for stopping by. I do not want to end this day without playing Collide again.
Absolutely, you have to.
So we are going to do that, girlfriend. That's for sure. Thank you so much for being here at KJLH, and I appreciate your music, like I said in the beginning, and I wish you much success.
Thank you.
And hope that it just climbs the charts, because it's one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Tiana Major9, Earth Gang. Thank you, girlfriend.
Thank you.
We're Radio Free.